Unfortunately for shoppers, the record rise means that the cost of living crisis is far from over. Now, brace yourselves, I've got quite a few numbers to go through.
OK, here we go.
So, as you mentioned, grocery prices are at an all-time high. Inflation rose to 17.1% in February, the highest level ever recorded by Kantar, who are leading data analysts. That's up from 16.7% last month. How this affects our shopping baskets? Well, if people don't change how they buy their groceries, households are facing an £811 increase to their average annual bill. That's up from £788 last month. This comes as 1/4 of people say they are now struggling financially versus 1 in 5 this time last year. But it's not affecting everybody equally. Earlier, we spoke with Andrew Walker from Kantar, who explained exactly who is feeling the pinch the most.
Those groups are disproportionately in the younger end of the demographic spectrum, so specifically pre-family and young family households. And for any household looking to mitigate or avoid some of that inflation, it's very difficult because the areas in which it's focused are primarily core categories that have very high penetration and exist in most people's cupboards and baskets. So things like dairy categories and indeed canned goods like tinned tomatoes or baked beans and the like.
So to cope with that, I mean, are people changing their shopping habits, do you think?
They certainly are. Many people are opting for cheaper brand items and own brand goods, and this is being reflected in the sales. This month, the sales of own label products have gone up by 13.2%. However, which calculated that own brand foods haven't escaped inflation, and they too have increased by 18.9% over the last year. So the cheaper options aren't actually that cheap at the moment. It was hoped that the inflation of food and drink would be coming down at the start of this year. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case.